Hey, today was a little bit of a hard day, wasn't it? That's okay, because now it's time to relax. But before we do that, we should really take a moment and think about all the things that you did right today. I want you to think about that one interaction that you had with another human being today, where you made all the difference. Where maybe you were pleasant even though it was difficult. Where maybe you took care of something that other people wouldn't take care of in that moment. You saw something that needed doing, and you did it. And for that, you're a superstar. Think about that moment. That was you. You did that. Let's not think about the things that didn't go right today. You had your moment today where the world was made better by you. And because of that, we've earned ourselves a little journey, a little trip. For starters, let's go relax. Your work shoes are probably like mine, and they scrunch your toes just a little bit. We're going to remove those, and we're going to go to the beach for a little bit. The first thing that you notice as you approach the sand is how clear the sky is. It's that perfect time of year when the clouds keep rolling through and the sky is made majestic by every ray of light. And you were wise and came to the beach at the magical hour. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the sun is not overbearing. It's just warm enough that you can feel its heavenly glow and the way that it warms your cheeks and makes you feel extremely comfortable. And as the sand works its way between your toes, you feel immersed in this warmth, and it starts to envelop you and make you feel so comfortable. To one side, you regard a small family, and the kids are playing with their kites, and they've got them up in the breeze. There's a steady breeze, and it just keeps them up there, bouncing along on the wind. And you hear their little joyful sounds. They're at a good distance from you, but their joy gladdens your own heart. You feel the warm wind at your own back, sweeping off into the ocean. And you can picture yourself as though you're in some old painting. The wind at your back, and the hem of your clothing being carried off toward the ocean. And you feel that gentle drag of the breeze. And you close your eyes and just experience it for a moment. And it's a beautiful thing. The sand feels wonderful, but you feel yourself drawn to the water. You'd like to cool yourself off just a little bit. And so you pace steadily forward toward the quiet rush of the water. You've managed to meet the waves at low tide. And so you step quietly around all of the detritus left behind from the high tide. This beach is so beautiful, and you see all of the natural world that is washed up on the sand. And it's so clean and beautiful. You sit for a moment just on the edge and enjoy the surges of the waves coming up and meeting just below your feet. You lower yourself to the sand and just enjoy the way it shimmers as the low sun reflects off of all of the fine minerals. You sit there for a moment and contemplate your own toes and wiggle them a little bit. Your toes feel so good right now, don't they? And you can feel a wave of relaxation gathering in all of those toes, maybe starting with your big toes. This sensation spreads through you, and gradually as the tide starts to rise ever so slightly, the foam starts to lap there at your heels, and the water is so unexpectedly warm and refreshing. Feel that refreshing warmth now in your heels, and feel the swelling motions as that foam slides down from your toes down to your heel as the water very slowly starts to creep upward. Another small wave is coming now, and it's going to meet you at the back of your calves. Feel how warm it is. Feel that relaxing feeling of the warm water as it slowly climbs up the back of your calves, relaxing them, relaxing your lower leg from the hard day's work that you have had. And your knees buckle a little bit and begin to slacken, and your whole leg sinks slowly onto the surface of this wet sand. Feel it. Can you feel the support beneath you as your legs rest more fully into the sand, which cups them and makes them feel completely relaxed? Another wave comes by, and you feel that relaxation climbing ever higher. It's now halfway up your thigh muscles. Feel that refreshing water release all of that tension out of your lower thigh and up into your upper thigh where your leg meets your torso. Your legs are so completely at ease now. They have no more loads to bear today, and they're going to take a break. And they're going to feel so good in the morning because you've taken this time at the beach to relax them. The wet sand is so wonderful at conforming to the shape of your body and allowing you to release your tension. As the sand erodes away and provides a perfect seat for your backside, you feel those strong muscles also begin to give up their tension and sink deeper into the sand. That salty spray is climbing up your legs and has now reached your seat. And it feels so good. It feels so wonderful that if you haven't already, you allow yourself to lie gently back. This warm water is going to feel so good, and you know that you carry so much tension in your lower back, and you can't wait to feel that warm water come and relax you for a moment. And so you lie slowly back and begin to relax and lay your head down in the sand. Bring your hands up around your head and make sure that you have a good amount of sand cupping the back of your neck and providing good support there. It feels so wonderful to lay your head down and have a little moment on the beach. Every wave is climbing just a little bit higher, and it's okay. You feel safe. This is a beach where you've spent many hours. There is great safety in this beach. This beach exists in your own beautiful imagination. And so there is no danger to you here. And you feel quite at ease, allowing the water to soothe the muscles that have worked so hard for you in all of the labors you've done today. The water is starting to climb your back, and your legs are now covered about halfway up, and it just feels so good. Your back is well supported and starts to give up all of its tension, and you feel the wave of relief climbing your back. Feel that water as it starts to seep ever higher on your back. It's almost about to reach the bottom of your rib cage. You feel all of those lower organs as the tension that they carry starts to slacken and relax. Take a deep breath in and out. Breathing is such a beautiful way to center yourself. And this relaxing water is about to approach your lungs. Take 2 or 3 cleansing, refreshing breaths right now. Deep belly breaths. And as you do this, note the temperature of the air as it goes in and again as it comes out. Feel it cleansing. Those lungs are extremely close to your heart. And as you breathe deeply, you can feel your lungs become light and full, like little balloons. As you breathe in this clean, fresh air, think of your lungs as attaching light balloons onto the stresses, the judgments, maybe the resentments that you have gathered today, and let them get gently carried off into this beautiful evening sun on the beach. You don't need them, and you're going to sleep so beautifully without them weighing on your heart. The next wave crawls just high enough to touch your shoulder blades. Your anticipation is climbing. You're so ready for this water to start immersing, maybe even filling your belly button and covering you in all of that delicious warmth. The next wave comes a little bit higher, and you feel that warm relaxation reach just under your armpits. And it is wonderful. It's so good to feel this relaxed. Your palms brought down by your sides. You lightly tap your fingers against the sand and make those minute splashings and feel that warmth filling your hands. You've worked so hard with your hands today. There have been so many things to do. Your hands are going to have a little rest now. Give your fingers a good stretch, extending out your palm as wide as it will go. Take a deep breath in and be at peace. Those hands are going to soak in the warm water now and start to feel wonderful. And you're going to be done using them for the next few hours while you recuperate here on the beach. There is a light tickling sensation as you feel the warm water reach the back of your neck and start to tease your lower hairline. And it feels so good. It cools you down. And you feel the release of every surging wave as it comes higher and higher. As it retracts back into the ocean, you feel your cares being taken out to sea with it. As you are anchored here on this spot, letting the waves tease you and soothe you. The sun is far lower now. Give your eyelids a gentle flutter, and you'll realize that the sun is far dimmer than it was now. Those tiny little muscles in your eyelids are going to take a break. And I think you find that they can be even more relaxed right now than they were a moment ago. And it feels so good. The tide has gone as high as it is going to go. Your jaw is still very tight because in spite of yourself, you find yourself bringing a lot of tension to it because of the cares of the day. The cares of the day are now over, and you're at the beach. Bring all that relaxation that has been climbing your body into your jaw, and allow it to be free, loose, and limp, and enjoy this sensation. There are no more conversations to be had. No more problems to work out. And you're going to be so ready to take on the world tomorrow because you have allowed yourself a moment to relax here on the beach. You have left any eyewear that you carry at home. There's nothing on the bridge of your nose. You're not wearing a hat because the sun will not burn you at this time. Not on your magical beach as the sun begins to go down. Let's remove the tension from your upper nose, from the bridge of your nose and your forehead. You are well soaked in the warm water now, and I think you can feel that relaxation spreading up to your forehead as the tension dissipates, and even all of the skin on the top of your head begins to slacken and feel so very relaxed. You've done it. You have come to the beach and left all of your cares behind. You've done a good job. You've taken good care of yourself. And I admire you for being so dedicated to working so hard and allowing yourself at this time the opportunity to prepare yourself for another day. And tomorrow will be so good. There's so many things that you'll be able to do. And right now, you're going to think about this sand and this beach, and everything else will take care of itself in the morning.